Howdy, Billy Joe Wright speaking to you.
Right. I've got something to talk to you about. Something I think you're gonna want to hear.
Mr. Curtis?
I'm at my place, the Aquarius Apartments. I'll be by the pool.
Well, thanks for the invite, Clipper. Is it heated? I'll bring my swimming suit.
You can bring anything you want, but you're not gonna feel too much like swimming. Hell. Who needs art when I can have the real thing? May I give you a hand? I'm glad to see you're taking care of your body. But I could really do things for you.
Hey, Clipper! How you doing?
All right.
Nice surroundings.
Glad you approve. But we got business to talk about.
Sure, boss. Sorry, boss. Sorry, Clipper. Wish you still was my boss. And I'm right sorry you got bounced. Let go from your position at the top of the world.
Top of the world's just not the same without the old Curtis touch, huh?
Sure ain't. Now we got the Page Marshall touch.
What's the bird in the gilded cage singing these days?
She's moved from singing right on to barking orders. She took command of that place. Heck, I'll tell you, I came in the other day and she was ordering people around like a drill sergeant. Hell, that broad's as tough as nails. I had some guards in Huntsville she could mop the floor with.
Gotta admire her.
A safe distance if you're smart.
Oh, that's for sure. But you gotta give credit where it's due. Page Marshall gets credit for working fast and taking what she wants. Too bad she's not gonna keep it.
Huh?
Never mind, Wright. I don't want to tax your mind too much when we've got more personal things to discuss.
Yeah? Like what?
Like a visit I got last night. A friend of yours dropped by inquiring after your health.
Oh, yeah? What was your name? And I hope you told her I'm as healthy as a bull, just like always.
A male friend. Name of Ricky Decker. Hey, right. Hey, come on. Now, that's no way to talk about a friend who went out of his way to come by and see how you are and where you were on Wednesday night, October the 8th. And you probably don't remember, but that's the night Dawn Marshall had her clothes ripped off and her face cut up real bad by some lousy pervert.
That's a mighty peculiar question.
You think so, right? I thought it was mighty interesting.
Well, you know how cops are. They suspect everybody they see. Next thing Deck will probably ask if I know what you was doing the night that Dawn Marshall got slapped around or whatever it was that happened to her.
What were you doing the night Dawn Marshall got slapped around? Or whatever it was that happened to her?
Well, Mr. Curtis, you probably know better than I do what I was doing that night. Not that I even remember what I was doing, because I have no reason to remember it. But, well, you said October 8th, Wednesday. Of course, I work on Wednesday, so that... You know I was working my tail off at the top of the world, just like I do every Wednesday. Right, Mr. Curtis? You did remember, didn't you? You did tell Decker I was working, didn't you?
You know, Wright, I can't really remember what I told him.
You mean you didn't even give me a cover story after everything I'd done for you?
A cover story? Clipper Curtis doesn't tell cover stories. I speak the truth.
Damn it, Curtis.
Hey! I thought we were back to Mr. Curtis.
I don't care whatever the hell your name is. Are you forgetting about when I took those mics out from under the tables, huh? Are you forgetting about that video recorder that I got rid of? I saved your butt when those TV men were out there after you, huh? And you wouldn't even remember to tell Decker I was working on a night that I really was working?
I told Decker you were working that night, okay? All night. Even though you took a 2-hour coffee break and asked me to cover for you in case your wife called.
Well, that's more like it.
But, you know, it's real funny, right? Today you remember something one way, and then tomorrow, who knows?
Well, Mr. Curtis, you'll never get any reason to change your memory. I mean, the way you remember that night to Ricky Decker was just right.
Maybe you'd like to make sure my memory doesn't fail me, right?
Sure, Mr. Curtis. I mean, any way I can help. You know me. I was a loyal and faithful employee to you, and, well, you know, anything you just want. Just because you're not at the top of the world anymore, that doesn't mean I'm not going to be loyal to you.
Well, you know, right, with a little help from you, I might just be back up at the top in no time flat. Now, you want to make sure I keep remembering things correctly? Keep on giving you an alibi for the night Dawn Marshall was assaulted?
Yes, sir, Mr. Curtis.
And you're willing to give me that little help I was talking to you about?
You just name it, Mr. Curtis. What's your plan?
An attempt to assassinate Alex Wheeler.